So we're starting our this year's seeds. Today is a nice warm day. We've got two kinds of soil. Your indoor potting mix. We had some left over, and then we have the organic stuff here. We're just starting a little bit today, so we wanted to mix the soils together. So I'm gonna add some water and stir it up a little bit and get our seeds ready. It's best to keep the soil moist right from the beginning. That way you know the water is proportioning everywhere properly, because if it's too dry, it can actually repel water. Today we're planting bell peppers, jalapeños, some rosemary, and lavender.
Okay, decide how many that you want to be each and write it on there. So that way we don't make too many. Put it all over.
We're going to be watering our seedlings once or twice a week, and once they start to show green, we're definitely going to be bottom watering, and we're going to try not to drown the seeds. You're going to need about 3 to 4 inches of soil, and this is going to be good for a few months. If you plant them in a smaller container, they're going to have to be moved after a few weeks, like an egg carton. Those are great. I chose these water bottles because they can hold 3 to 4 inches of soil, so hopefully I won't have to move these much around before I can get them planted outside. I did put like 4 to 6 seeds in each of them, so I will expect to have to pick out some and keep the strongest ones, of course. Another great thing about the water bottles is I'm keeping the tops on them to create like a greenhouse effect. That's really going to help trap in moisture and warmth, which is great for germination. Once germination has happened and the seedlings are starting to grow, we're going to remove the tops. That way we can bring them closer to our grow light. I've heard a lot of people say you don't need a grow light, and the one I got was $20. It's pretty big, so I'm just wanting to try it out. Maybe I'll even move to more expensive ones. So the first ones we did were our 10 jalapeno plants.
You said this was the last one?
Alright, then I'm going to start on the bell peppers.
Okay, put this. I gotta put this.
Going in for the bell peppers.
Bell peppers. I only have one.
So when you're planting jalapeno and bell pepper seeds, they both need to be 2 millimeters, which is a very thin layer of dirt over the top. So I can just press them down ever so slightly, like a piece of cardboard, or a little bit more thick than that. Like, you want to make sure you don't press them too deep. Most seeds are to be planted in soil twice as thick as the seed. A few weeks after the sprouts start to grow, then I can go in every few weeks with a organic fertilizer. I'm going to be using a fish and seaweed emulsion. Hopefully I can get the Neptune brand. I've heard a lot of great things about that. But really I'm going to go for the organic stuff. While the plants are just babies, I'm only going to be putting a diluted fertilizer on the soil. Fish emulsion fertilizer is so strong that it has to be diluted, or it can actually burn your plants. You're going to use about 2 tablespoons of fish emulsion with 1 gallon of water. more bell pepper. And then we're going to do some rosemary. Very excited about some rosemary and some lavender for our last 5. We've got 10 jalapeños, 11 bell peppers, 5 rosemary, and we're going to do 5 lavender. I wanted to show you guys the size of the seeds and kind of what they look like, which it's hard to see because they're so small. Way smaller than the bell peppers. Here's 3. Since they're so tiny, we wanted to make sure to get at least 3 seeds in there. And do not plant them as deep as the other ones because they are smaller seeds. I hope you guys really can learn from this video. I did a lot of research and this is actually my first year gardening. I didn't want to tell you at the beginning because I didn't know if you would watch it. But I hope you'll stay along and maybe see what happens for me my first year gardening. Thank you so much for watching, and truly I hope you guys stay blessed. Love this video, love my babies, my jalapeños, bell pepper, lavender, and rosemary.